Hello, Akshay sir.
Namaskar.
Hello, Vishnu garu. This is Ram from Good Day, and this is Mr. Jeevi garu from Ideal Brain. He'll do the honors, sir.
Hi, Akshay garu and Vishnu. Uh, how do you manage to look so great and look so handsome?
Well, I think that you will be able to answer as I'll let people know about it. That before we started the interview, he was talking to me about in 1993 he met me long back with his college friends and all, and I was shooting there, and
Shimla.
you took a photograph, and now you're seeing me. That is that right?
Right.
You're seeing me after from the 1993.
Right.
But before that, you'd never met me.
No,
Okay, so you can tell me the difference. Let me say.
absolutely nothing.
Okay, so then the very easiest thing is I have a very good fridge in my house, so I go to sleep in that, and that's it.
That's nice. So how did this project happen, and how did Mr. Vishnu convince you
So,
to do the Shiva role?
Mr. Vishnu, actually, he didn't have my direct number, and one of my director, whom I was working with, so he
Sudha
called
Kumar.
Sudha.
Sarfira.
Sudaji, and so he called her up, and she then spoke to me about it that he wants to meet me, and then we both met. He came to my office here only, just 5 minutes away from here, and he explained me the whole thing. He had got all the books and whatever he had made and everything. Already about 40% of the movie, 50% of the movie you had shot already.
Sure.
So he showed me lots of things. And I consider myself very lucky that I get to play Lord Shiva. And before that also, about 2 years back, 1.5, 2 years back, I played in Oh My God. And in Oh My God 1, I got to play Lord Krishna. So with joining hands, I must say I'm so lucky that in one birth, I got to play two gods. And so I consider myself very lucky.
Sir, he said that before he could reach you, or even after reaching you, he could sense some hesitancy from your side to take up the role initially. But then he had to really.
No, before.
Not from him.
Not from him.
Okay, from the people.
Yeah, because
Okay.
initially when we reached out, see, he's one of India's biggest superstars. Why would be he interested to do a 6-7 day role? I mean, no, it doesn't make sense. So after we went the regular routes, it wasn't reaching out. We were not getting the answer which I wanted. I reached out to the known sources.
Right.
That's how it. See, always what happens is that when sometimes in our industry there are a lot of people who want to protect us, to see what is the best for us because they travel along with us. So sometimes, very rarely, they might take the wrong call. So in this, I was lucky enough to have a contact of Ms. Sudhaji. Even if I didn't have Mr. Sudhagaru's number, I would have gone to his house and knocked on his door one day. I would have just jumped over the wall.
I still remember the first day meeting when I had with you. He was like, I told my guy, I said, this man is a very, very, very well-behaved producer. Very well-behaved. He was absolutely prompt on time. He explained me the whole thing. He took about 2 hours to explain me everything. And I like that he was adamant that I want you to do it. And I had decided in 5 minutes when I was talking to him that I am going to do it. But I was waiting for him to finish it, but he took 2 hours to explain me the whole thing. It's a 5 minutes role, but he took 2 hours to explain me.
That's great. I think you are the first superstar who rose to the stardom with entertaining and comedy films, Hera-Fairy, and during that phase when action was dominating and love stories were dominating the Bollywood thing. You're the hero who have proved that with the entertainers and comedy films you can become a superstar. At that particular Sing is King.
So, unfortunately, I have realized that till now also comedy doesn't get its due.
The dignity.
Yeah, it is never, even in award nights, there is a segment like the best comedian hero. I have never understood that title. The best comedian hero. In that way, then they should also have the best romantic hero. Why
Yeah.
have a romantic guy get an award?
Best action hero.
Best action hero. Then it should be divided. But with action and comedy and romance and tragedy and emotion, they have it as best hero. But when it comes to comedy, they just put it aside. And I'm sure you guys have seen so many movies. Comedy is a very hard thing to do. It's not an easy thing. It's easy to make people cry because of situation. But in comedy, it's not situation. It is situation, but it is also
Actor.
you. It is your delivery. It is your timing. The way it has been shot, the way it has been edited, everything comes together. The person timing has to be right to deliver the lines, and it has to be perfect to make people laugh. And unfortunately, I don't know how does it work there. They are also
No, they don't have a comedy hero.
In fact, from my personal observation, Srinu Vaitla, my personal observation is that during that period, after looking at your success through entertainment and comedy, even Telugu film industry, there are certain films that made biggest hits in Telugu, like Dukudu.
Yeah.
Right, it all started from D only.
There was a wave.
So
of
Ready,
comedy.
Is a movie
Dukudu.
which I did. It was like just adding to it. The first time I was with Mr. Akshay Kumar on set, that was when the form. I knew that for the next few days he had no choice but to stay where he is in
Right.
Ramoji Film City. So anything I say, he can't leave RFC. So I took a little liberty and I started talking to him, and see, even though he's one of the coolest person. Okay, he's 20 years older to me, so I got to be very respectful to him. I have to have that border. And so I'm 35, so that's the reason I just said that.
He's
So
just
then-
revealed your
Then
age.
I'm 23 years old.
So when I told him one thing, sir, I'm grateful that you did this role, Akshayji, but for me, in India, it's impossible for an actor to have a timing for everybody who understands. Especially aspiring actors, if they need to understand comic timing, it is you have to take it from Akshay sir.
And you don't need to understand the language as well. It is situation and the
It's the
expressions.
body language.
Expressions and
Yeah.
all that, so that timing, what he's talking about, I said, I wish one day I get to do a comedy film with you, because his timing is important, because I love doing action comedies. D was, the Kickstarter for me to do action comedy.
Yeah.
But all my successes came from that. But his timing, you would know if you are good enough only if you go against the best. And I
Right.
believe he's the best in that genre.
Yeah.
Nobody can come close to him in that.
And lots of memes also. Samjha kya? Tu nahi samjha. That
Zor
one
zor
is
se
very.
chilla ke schemes bata de.
Yeah.
So that one. Sir,
How can you guys see all these memes and all?
Yeah, yeah.
follow your
Memes
work.
are universal, right?
yeah.
There
I'm
is-
a huge fan of Hera Fairy, Fir Hera Fairy. So we've been watching your work for
Well,
decades.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
another thing I noticed is you were the superstar in comedy with comedy films also. At the same time, you also ventured into content-driven films at the top of your stardom and made them work so that it has become a mainstream. Doing a content film is a mainstream because only among the superstars here, only you took that and you changed the genres and you made them successful.
I was very lucky enough to get films like Toilet Ek Prem Katha.
Right.
It was,
Bad Man.
to be honestly, that movie, that script was roaming around in my industry since last 5 years. And then I came to know about it. I heard the story. And I said, I would love to do a film on toilet. And because it's a very big problem in India. And because of lots and lots of women don't get a clean toilet, don't have toilets. They have to go, men also, they have to go in the fields and all. So I decided I want to do this film. So obviously I put lot of comedy also in it. Then I got Padman, and it was a big problem again for sanitary pads. Then I did Airlift.
Yeah.
Then I
Based
did
on real, all based on real.
all these are all based on real. And then I did Rustam. Then
Baby.
Then
Maybe more spy.
Special Chabbis, and all these kind of films.
I think it started with Special Chabbis.
Yeah.
Those kinds of roles.
Yeah.
And social driven films from Toilet. I mean, I can't imagine a film called Toilet being a mainstream film in any other industry. Maybe in Iran or somewhere, those Abbas Kiarostami kind of films, but that being a mainstream film, that making some 100 crores, that's mad.
I think a lot of people got scared. A lot of actors got scared because the film was called Toilet Ek Prem Katha, and the guy who these guys had written the film, when they used to start the film only, sir, what is it called? Toilet, a love story. Okay, see you, bye. And they used to walk away, and a lot of people refused it.
Sir, so you make the final call. Like Vishnu was saying, there is a structure to reach you, right? You are the one who makes the final call, or is it like a team sitting together?
So I have a team of youngsters. They sit with me and they hear it. We all take a call, sit together and take a call, because things are changing so drastically. I'm telling you. Like I was just now, few days back, I was doing a ad I was telling him, for narcotics.
Anti-narco.
Yeah, NCB. And say no to drugs. So me and my director were talking what kind of an ad to make. And the problem lies with youngsters. Yes, even the elders have also this problem. So we came up with an idea that let's have that youngster thing and let's make an ad where the kind of language Gen Z has, to have that kind of a thing. So we asked some Gen Z people, they wrote the ad. And when I heard it, and it's a completely different language. And there was so many words I didn't know the meaning of it. Then I called up my son and I asked him the meaning of all these things. And then I understood and I have done that ad. So it is important for youngsters to be at your side, and that I can take all the feedback. So that's why I have a team for 6 to 7 people as youngsters to be on my team.
Is it a newly implemented thing, or have you had it for years now?
Long back. I have it since last 9 to 10 years.
Okay, so what makes you guys say no to a script?
Well, we all sit together, we all chat, we all talk about it, we all understand. Then I sit and talk to each one of them. They all give their ideas, what is relevant, what is not. And that is how we just sit down and take a call. So they are told, then they write a brief about it. They take a pen and paper, they write the whole thing, what they felt is a positive point and negative point, and after that.
So do you think this generation is a little harder to please, or the way they look at cinema might not be same as someone who's born in the 80s is looking at cinema? Do you see that difference?
Well, it all depends on your timing. I don't know. I cannot pinpoint. I cannot pinpoint what is a hit film, what is a flop film. Like I'm telling you, I was very happy with Sarfera.
Yeah.
But the movie didn't work. Okay, it's one of my best films, but the movie didn't work.
So even before Hera Fairy, you said that you had like some 13 to 14 films that were not working, and then I think it was Hera Fairy or some film.
I have in my life thrice like this.
Even like the past 2-3 years have been very difficult. So when you're going
it's
through
not
this,
difficult.
how do you?
It's not difficult. I was not dying or anything.
Yeah.
I was just 4-5 films didn't work. But as I said, hey, you have to keep on working hard. Then Kesari comes, Skyforce comes, then House will come, and now hope everything goes well with Kanappa also. So everything is timing, boss. मेरे को तो यही समझ में आया. I have not understood anything else.
No, but as a person, how are you able to like handle those highs and lows with such balance? That is something I think a lot of people need in their lives, right? Because we get high when
All you have to do is work. Work hard, work hard. Don't look at anything. Keep yourself focused. Don't get. I mean, there was a film, Sarfira, which took an opening of 2 crores. And I was like, ठीक है, try करते हैं. A lot of people wrote whatever they want to write. But then came another movie which gave an opening of 25 crores, 30 crores. I don't know how it works, but everything this is what I have understood in 35 years of my career, that all you have to do is work. Nothing succeeds than your own work, hard work. That's it.
I think you are the only hero who is Bollywood hero who is delivering so many films an year, 4, 5.
Yeah, I do about 4 films a year.
Yeah. That is pretty good turnaround.
you already had 3 films, this is the 4th one, right?
Yeah.
And there are still
There's
6 months
three and a
left.
half.
3.5. There are still 6 months left, so
Yeah, I have one more coming. Jolly LLB.
that's coming
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
I love Jolly LLB too.
Thank
I'm
you very
Really, really waiting. So when you juggle from, juggle might not be the right word, but when you go from one project to the other, do you have enough time to prep, or obviously you have been doing this for 35
See, I
years?
do one film at a time.
Mhm.
And preparation and all, I have realized when I jump to another film, the first 2-3 days, you are getting the character. You're getting into it. On the 4th day, you find yourself completely equalized and you are ready to take the film along. Lot of time it happens, I beg my producer and my director to shoot those first 2 days, 3 days, reshoot it again.
Okay.
Because I'm not happy, because I think I can deliver it now. On the 3rd day or 4th day, I've got into the character, skin of it completely. So it takes time.
Okay.
So you never do 2 movies simultaneously?
No. I do
So
only one
when
film.
Kannappa is done also, it's exclusively for Kannappa.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was with him only.
He
I
was there
finished
with
the
us.
film and then.
Start to finish, we finished anyway.
Is it your first film based out of a South language?
No, I did one Kannada film.
Okay.
Then I did one film with Rajni sir.
Shankar, the Robo 2.
Robot
Oh, yeah,
2.0,
right.
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah, long back I had
That's
done
terrific.
one Kannada film also.
So, yeah, that's
I didn't know you
great.
did a Kannada film.
Yeah, with Vishnu
Vishnu,
Vijaya.
Vishnu,
Vishnu
Dr.
Vijaya.
Vishnu.
I think at the beginning of your career,
Yeah, it was called Vishnu Vijaya.
Oh.
that was before Hindi films have started.
No. After.
Mr. Anil Kapoor's first film was in Kannada.
Yeah.
No, my this was after 4-5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, this cross-pollination between, I wouldn't call it South industry and North industries, but films
Thank you.
being made in,
Thank you.
Okay. But films being made in different languages, the cross-pollination has always been happening. We have been remaking Hindi films, you have been remaking Tamil films and Telugu films. Do you believe there is a different sensibility for Telugu people versus, say, somebody sitting in UP?
Nahi hai.
Nahi hai?
Nahi.
Then why
It's
do
all
some
one
films-
India. It's all one India. See, I have seen many Telugu films which release, it doesn't work there. Some of the film of Telugu films, it works. The sensibility is the same. Absolutely is the same. Nothing is different. They all understand, and especially even after when COVID was going on, people were sitting and watching. A lot of people sat down and watched Telugu films, Tamil films, Kannada films, and so everything. It's they all understand it. It's the same emotion, same mother, same father, same sister's emotion. Everything is the same. उसमें क्या फर्क कोई चीज़ लगता नहीं. Only thing is, only if I say the only difference if I have ever seen is a Telugu film will be 2 hours, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
and a Hindi film will be 2 hours 20 minutes. That's the only difference I can come across. I don't know why that difference is there.
Yeah, with the OTT coming into the play, what do you foresee in terms of the theatrical release?
You're never going to ask me a question about Kannappa? You guys, I'm just asking.
They got you for once. They got to grill you.
What is there to grill about? Go ahead, please go ahead.
Yeah. With OTT coming into the play,
Yeah.
what is your vision, or what do you foresee in terms of the theatrical future of films?
It all depends on the audience that they have to bring the experience of theater is the best experience, where it's a community where we all sit together and laugh and cry and think about patriotism and salute the flag. It's all, and that enjoyment is never going to sit down. You're not going to sit down and enjoy in OTT in your house, where only 3 to 4 people sit down and watch it. So, I go to every film every week. I go quietly. I sit down. I watch the film. Me and my wife, me and my children.
How do you go? I mean, with a mask or something?
Oh, the PVR guy, when the lights goes off, I stay about 2 minutes away. I just have to remove my bike and just go there and just quietly go inside, and it's dark. And recipe, they all know it, nobody bothers you.
One interesting thing about Mr. Akshay is that when the traffic is there too much, he just gets on a bike with a security guard driving it, and he sits on the back and he just goes in the bike.
Oh, great.
He doesn't have any airs like that. He's very grounded with that. And I'm surprised that you
It's
still
not
go to
about
the
grounded,
theater.
it's about to reach on time.
Practicality.
Actually, we are surprised that this thing started pretty much on time, because we are not used to, I mean, not to demean anyone else, but things starting on time is a
No,
surprise.
we started exactly at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming to
Kannappa.
Kannappa, please tell me, both of you have scenes, right?
Yeah,
Together?
We have towards the end, yes.
Yeah. So, how do you rate Vishnu as an actor?
Oh, so see, now he's come to Kannappa. Jeevi. See, this is how you bring them.
We just directed them.
So Vishnu, first of all, he's a very good producer. I watched him acting also. I even watched him doing production also. I watched him taking care of everything. I even watched him doing, picking up things behind, background, everything. He became an art director also that time. So I saw him doing everything. I presume, I know him only from now, I presume he is hands down with everything, and he wants to do it himself. Even in the dialogues also, he sits down, he talks, he sat with the director. So everything I saw him doing it himself. He was a complete producer, actor, art director, everything he himself did it. And that's very rarely you come to know when you see a producer. He could have easily sat down in a chair and just wait for his shot. Didn't need to do it. But I see his focus from his heart that he wants this movie to work. I think he wants this movie to work, and how. He's given his 100%. He's given, because I realized it then only when he came to explain me the role. It's just 6 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes role I have. And it took 2 hours for him to explain me everything. He showed everything. He didn't need to. I understood on the first 5 minutes only what it was. But I didn't stop him, and he also didn't stop himself. He kept on going on and on. So I think
his screen space is close to 18 minutes now.
Okay, so he must have
The song, you forgot the song.
Yeah.
The song and the climax, everything which came up to.
You've not shown me the film yet.
I had to show the end product to you.
So yeah.
So did
that's-
you see the olden films based on Kannappa?
No, मैंने नहीं देखा. I've not
Consciously
seen.
you avoided or
No, I didn't see it.
didn't see?
I didn't see, and I didn't even, to be honest, I didn't know the story also.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me the story.
It's a
Everything.
Telugu story, right?
Yes. I mean, Kannappa is
Native to Andhra Pradesh, kind of.
Kannappa is originally, if you take a look at it during that time, it's still debatable. In the Chola period, it was, I wouldn't say it's a purely Telugu film or Tamil or Kannada, but the thing is, which is very surprising for me, because it's in Andhra Pradesh, the temple, which I didn't know myself. When I recently went to do the pujas, I casually asked him, so where do a lot of devotees come from? So the maximum number of devotees, if you look at it, they come from Tamil Nadu, then Karnataka, then Telugu. I was like, this is in Andhra Pradesh. Why aren't, I thought it would be the other way around. But they were like, no. Tamil people come. So Tamilians have this Bharatanatyam, and they do all these classical, shows and everything. So they do a lot about Kannappa's story also in their Arangetrams and everything. So that was.
So you knew about this story from the beginning?
Kanappa, we grew up with that. One of the main reasons why we grew up with that was because legendary directors Mr. Babu and Ramna, they did this movie in Telugu in 1976. As a part of growing up, we all watched movies.
So that was also called Kannappa?
Bhakta
Bhakta
Kannappa.
Kannappa.
That's
Bhakta Kannappa.
Yeah.
that's Prabhas
Uncle.
uncle acted in it.
Okay.
So his legacy is what Prabhas is taking forward in Telugu. Mr.
Ah.
Krishnam Raju's legacy is what
That was a
Prabhas-
huge hit.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
huge
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
The iconic songs, love songs, iconic, beautiful Shiva songs in that. Prior to that, that was a remake of Kannada Rajkumar sir's movie, 1953 ka movie. It
Who
was
played
called-
Shiva in that?
in Telugu, it was another actor. Nobody prominent over there. But in 1988, Mr. Shivraj Kumar now played Kannappa. His father, Rajkumar sir, played Lord Shiva.
Do you know, I'll tell you one thing. I am born in Delhi. My father is from Amritsar. So he was working in UNICEF, and we shifted to Mumbai. I'm talking about when I was 5 years old. So my father used to love going and seeing shooting and all. And we used to come stand outside Rajesh Khanna's house that time. And we used to see his car and everything. So one day he used to love watching shooting and all. None of my forefathers come from this line. So he was watching shooting. So when he was watching, so one guy comes to him and tell him, "Hey, acting karega?" He said, "Kya karna hai?" "Shiva banna hai." So my father played a Shiva. That was first time in his life. He did a small role. Till today, I don't know which film is that. I'm trying to find. But he only did one film only in his life for only 2 minutes, but he played Lord Shiva.
Which year was this?
This I'm talking about 1971, 72.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm still trying to find. It was a small little film. And nobody knows about it.
That's great, It's
And
all
he came
come
home
full
and he
circle.
told us, "Aaj main Bhagwan Shiva bana tha." So
Beautiful. So finally, we are in a very in a climate where everything is scrutinized, and there is that need to be extra careful, especially when something as sensitive and important as a figure like Lord Shiva, especially when something like religion is involved. So how careful were you guys? Because even when the teaser came, people were taking screenshots and questioning, the bindi on Parvati Devi's head. So there is that scrutiny. So how did you guys go about
I think
that?
I would say this answer he will give, because he's been taking good care of it. Vishnu sir?
See, one thing is that I had my task very easy. Portraying Lord Shiva's, because Akshay ji himself is a great Shiva devotee.
And a pure vegetarian
yeah.
and has no
And
bad habits.
So he took care of almost. He knew what it was, and it was quite easy for me to work on it. The only thing which we were going to and fro was the third eye, how it should be. It can't open up, it can't be too closed, but we have to give it. It has to
Right.
look aesthetically nice. We can't let the attention go on to the third eye. It has to be there. Now, what Mr. Akshay doesn't know is we had a huge showdown with the VFX people and the producers, everybody trying to figure out how should this be portrayed in the movie. So we were constantly, consciously making sure that the attention shouldn't go there. At the same time, it should be there.
Right.
So that's the way we portrayed, and it came out. What you don't see is that a few days before the shoot, Akshayji had his makeup test done. We initially did all the basam ante vibhuti mottam poosar, body mottam poosar, and opigga undi choosukoni, does this look nice? No, it looks like he's in meditation. For me, when I wrote Lord Shiva and Parvati's character, it was like my mother and father. What would they do when they are bantering? So they are playing a game. So how would they talk? So that was something which I wanted it, portrayed. And one thing which, everybody asked me, which I don't think it would have reached Mr. Akshay Kumar, that why was I hell-bent on, Mr. Akshay Kumar playing only Lord Shiva when I first wrote the script back in 2014-15, when I thought, it'll be there. Because for me, when I look at him, even when I look at the side profile, his nose, his
Sharp.
everything, it's sharp. For me, it's like, that's my Lord Shiva. This is what it is. So that's what I thought, and I couldn't picture anybody else over there. So that's the reason why when I saw him with the, with the extensions and everything, he was very dedicated. So, for me, I'm much younger to him, and I have to achieve a lot more to even be on his stature. For me to look up to, he has earned the legendary status for my generation now. For me to see how an actor prepares, it was a learning curve for me. And I was fortunate to be so close and, to observe that.
That's great. Thanks a lot for giving
Thank
us
you,
time.
Jeevi.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us, sir.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
All the best.
Thank you.